Ahab, the son of Omri, did that which was evil in the sight of Yahweh, above all that were before him. And it was as if it had been a light thing for him to walk in the sins of Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, that he took for a woman Izebel, the daughter of Ethabal, king of the Sidonim, and went and served Baal, and worshipped him. And he reared up an altar for Baal in the house of Baal, which he had built in Shamoron. And Ahab made the Asherah, and Ahab did yet more to provoke Yahweh the God of Israel to anger than all the kings of Israel that were before him. In his days Achiel the Baith-Ha'eli built Jericho. He laid the foundation thereof with the loss of Abiram his firstborn, and set up the gates thereof with the loss of his youngest son Shagub, according to the word of Yahweh, which he spoke by Yehoshua the son of Nun. Of the books called Kings, the first, chapter 17. And Eliyahu the Tishbe, who was of the sojourners of Galaad, said to Ahab, As Yahweh the God of Israel liveth, before whom I stand, there shall not be dew nor rain these years, but according to my word. And the word of Yahweh was to him, saying, Get thee hence, and turn thee eastward, and hide thyself by the brook Kerith, that is before the Jordan. And it shall be that thou shalt drink of the brook, and I have commanded the ravens to feed thee there. So he went and did according to the word of Yahweh, for he went and dwelt by the brook Kerith, that is before the Jordan. And the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening, and he drank of the brook. And it was after a while that the brook dried up, because there was no rain in the land. And the word of Yahweh was to him, saying, Arise, get thee to Zarepth, which belongeth to Sidon, and dwell there. Behold, I have commanded a widow there to sustain thee. So he arose and went to Zarepth, and when he came to the gate of the city, behold, a widow was there gathering sticks. And he called to her and said, Fetch me, I pray thee, a little water in a vessel, that I may drink. And as she was going to fetch it, he called to her and said, Bring me, I pray thee, a morsel of bread in thy hand. And she said, As Yahweh thy God liveth, I have not a cake, but a handful of flour in the jar, and a little oil in the cruse. And behold, I am gathering 2 sticks, that I may go in and dress it for me and my son, that we may eat it and die. And Eliyahu said to her, Fear not, go and do as thou hast said, but make me thereof a little cake first, and bring it forth to me, and afterward make for thee and for thy son. For thus saith Yahweh the God of Israel, The jar of flour shall not waste, neither shall the cruse of oil fail, until the day that Yahweh sendeth rain upon the earth. And she went and did according to the saying of Eliyahu, and she and he and her house did eat many days. The jar of flour wasted not, neither did the cruse of oil fail, according to the word of Yahweh, which he spoke by Eliyahu. And it was after these things that the son of the woman, the mistress of the house, fell sick, and his sickness was so sore that there was no breath left in him. And she said to Eliyahu, What have I to do with thee, O thou man of the God? Thou art come to me to bring my sin to remembrance, and to slay my son. And he said to her, Give me thy son. And he took him out of her bosom, and carried him up into the chamber where he abode, and laid him upon his own bed. And he cried to Yahweh and said, O Yahweh my God, hast thou also brought evil upon the widow with whom I sojourn, by slaying her son? And he stretched himself upon the child 3 times, and cried to Yahweh and said, O Yahweh my God, I pray thee, let this child's soul return upon his midst. And Yahweh hearkened to the voice of Eliyahu, and the soul of the child returned upon his midst, and he revived. And Eliyahu took the child and brought him down out of the chamber into the house, and delivered him to his mother. And Eliyahu said, See, thy son liveth. And the woman said to Eliyahu, Now I know that thou art a man of God, and that the word of Yahweh in thy mouth is truth. And it was after many days that the word of Yahweh was to Eliyahu in the 3rd year, saying, Go, show thyself to Achav, and I will send rain upon the earth.